Hey everybody, welcome to Band Advice TV. Today I'm going to be unboxing and giving a little demo here on the Zoom H5 Handy Recorder. I'm your host Mark Allen V, and this is Tips, Tricks, Giggles, and... Okay, so the first time I saw one of these handy little contraptions, I was at an outdoor concert, and one of the local radio stations is walking around getting some sound bites from the different people out in the audience, and I was like, man, that's cool looking. It's got its own little built-in microphones in a nice XY position. It's digital, very handheld, and so I was really kind of curious how it worked out. Well, this last summer, I was helping out with our church doing some videos for our vacation Bible school, and one of the AV people there had one as well, and they recorded all the audio for the videos on it. It's like, I've got to get myself one of them. So that's what I'm going to do today is I'm going to unbox this bad boy, and then I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to run several different samples, and we'll just see how well it works. So here we go. All right, so first of all, comes with a nice handy little plastic case that it comes in here with the devices in it. Looks like we got a little foam microphone cover for the XY mics. Comes with batteries, good thing. And looks like a USB cable. And we got a manual on the back here. So, all right, so let's take a look at the device itself. It comes in a nice plastic case here. It's got some foam padding on the inside. Looks like a little static bag that the unit is in. And there we go. There's the device itself. So, to start off, the first thing you notice is it's got these microphones in an XY position. It's got this little cartridge that easily pops on and off, so that you can replace it. Let's say you want to get a shotgun microphone cartridge, or if you want to get a one with bigger microphones, whatever. But this is the base unit that it comes with. It's a nice LCD screen. Looks like you got some levels here, with fortunately a nice little bar there to protect you from accidentally changing them. You have 4 buttons. You got an L, R, and a 1 and 2. LR, of course, will be to engage left and right, and the 1 and 2 will be to engage the 2 microphone ports, or got 1/4 inch / XLR ports at the bottom here. Record button, stop, play, pause, fast forward, and rewind. So pretty simple, what you'd find in a normal setup. So this is a 4-track recorder. Now, I know for some of you old guys like me, the term 4-track either brings back fond memories or throws you into some sort of bad nightmare flashbacks. But this allows you to record 4 different tracks simultaneously, but it's not quite what you would expect an old 4-track would be. So if you're going to record, your first 2 tracks are going to be your left and your right, and then your other 2 tracks will be your 2 at the bottom here. That'll be 1 and 2. So yeah, you can record all 4, but only 3 of them are going to technically be for separate sources. One of them will be using a stereo pattern here. Likewise, I don't think you can go back and record second tracks or redo tracks, whatever, because they're all going to record to individual files, which you will store on an SD card. Now, this particular unit requires an SD card, 32 gig max. Now, 32 gig of audio, that'll get you quite a bit. So, let's go ahead and slam the batteries in here and take a look and see what happens. Looks like the battery compartment's in the back here, just pops open. Takes 2 AA's. So a little on switch on the side here, just a little spring on, fires it up. First thing that pops up asks you to set the date and time. Over on this other side is a little controller. Click to highlight it, and it says you press record to set. Okay. Now it says no SD card on here, so the SD card goes in a little slot here on the side. Just pops down. Slide that in. Asks you to wait, which I'm waiting. And there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shut off my DAW, and I'm only going to record with this. So the audio you're going to hear from this point forward is only going to be from this device, and I'm going to run through several different scenarios on different options that you have when you're recording this. So here we go. Okay, so right now I am recording this using the XY microphones, so the 2 onboard mics. I've got them set, the gains on here set to about 5. Well, you play around with it depending on what your source is. Since I'm talking directly into it, I think we're going to be pretty good. So this is the audio talking directly into the XY microphones here. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm actually got this Shure microphone plugged in to the input, the XLR input here at the bottom of the unit, and I've engaged just track 1. So track 1 and track 2 are here, and left and right are up top here. So left and right are off, track 2 is off, it's just track 1, and that's what's recording using just this microphone. Okay, so now what I've done is I plugged my condenser mic directly into this unit here under track 2, and I've enabled the phantom power. This does have onboard phantom power. Now, what's that going to do to your battery life? I don't know. This thing says it'll record up to 15 hours with the 2 AA batteries. But I have a feeling if you're running phantom power, you can expect that to drain a lot quicker. But anyway, it's kind of cool to have onboard phantom power when you need it. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to record multiple tracks. I want to use the XY microphones to capture my guitar while I'm using my standard Shure here to capture my vocals. Each line on my face has a story to tell. There's love and heartache, there's heaven and hell. There's tears that we laughed, and tears that we cried for the lives we had made and the ones we watched die. Even though it seems like the face of a man growing old. Each line that you see is a story of life as it's told. Now, of course, we're going to have some bleed over. We're going to have the microphone's going to catch some, this microphone here is going to capture some of the guitar. The XYs are going to capture some of my vocals, but it might be enough to help balance things out, to be able to bump up the vocals a little bit here, bump up the guitar a little bit there, so. Okay, the last test I'm going to do is I've actually plugged in 2 external microphones. I got the SM57 pointing to the guitar, and I've got my SM58 here pointing to my vocals. One of the things I wanted to do that really appealed to me about this is the ability to be portable. If I want to go out and, say, sit on a park bench and film myself recording a song and capturing the ambience of the everything that's around me, this is going to be great for it. That's really what I'm kind of hoping to do. So this is a test to see how well the 2 different microphones play together. So there we go. Each line on my face has a story to tell. There's love and heartache, there's heaven and hell. There's tears that we laughed and tears that we cried for the lives we had made and the ones we watched die. Even though it seems like the face of a man growing old. Each line that you see is a story of life as it's told. All right, there you have it. The Zoom H5 handy recorder. Nice little 4-track recorder. You can do a stereo XY as well as 2 external microphones on it. I'm really looking forward to getting out and about and recording in different locations and trying to capture live recordings and getting the environment around it. I'm also going to use this to kind of get out there and get a plethora of different sound bites because I want to play around with doing some sound design and some cool fun stuff to insert into my music. So, but until next time, I'm your host, Mark Allen V, and this has been Tips, Tricks, Giggles, and Stuff on Band Advice TV. Peace.